You go get Hitler, you bring him back, and you have him watch 21 Jump Street. So
That would cure it. He's
so
like,
Jonah Hill can be like,
wait a second, this is Jewel? I was so wrong.
yeah. Jonah Hill changed my mind. I can't do the German accent as you.
Take
well
me
as you.
back. Right now.
Right now.
Right now live.
Right now live.
But without
So-
this, right?
Yeah, but without that, we don't need
Okay.
that. Okay. So I just took my Enneagram test to figure out what my personality types are. I was pretty close to 3 of them. We had, what was it, 98% 7,
98, 96.
Yeah, 96% 9, 93% 2.
94%, I think. But
94% 2, and then 83%?
84.
84% 1.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
There's 9 types.
9 types, yeah. And 7 and 9 are my strongest, almost identical. And then 2 is just fairly little below that, and then number 1 at the bottom.
Yeah, it's literally, like 2% different across the
Yeah.
top 3.
Right.
Which is very, very close. You're playing all sides.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah, so I can win. It's because 7 plus 2 is 9, and then 9 minus 2 is 7. So it's like, I'm just trying to be.
You're the trifecta.
Yeah.
Dang.
Somebody told
You
me
are
that
a
they
3.
thought I was number 3. Oh, well, I guess we should say what they are. 7 was the
The
enthusiast.
enthusiast.
So someone who's like more friendly, outgoing, bubbly, but also scattered. The brain is ADHD kind of, right?
Yeah, so all of them list like a few positive quote unquote
Yeah.
traits and then followed by 1 negative. I guess we could just read them.
Yeah, so maybe we should have just had them open still. But the one that I was told they thought was me was achiever, which is someone who is like goal-oriented, successful. So let's go here. I was told that they thought I was the achiever, which is the success-oriented, pragmatic type, adaptive, excelling, driven, and image-conscious. And Buddy was saying that he agrees. He thinks he can see why people would see that.
Yes, I wouldn't have placed you as a 3. In fact, I guessed your type correctly.
Yeah, he thought
because
I was
know
a 7. Yeah, because he's so
I
cool.
am him.
Yeah. But this one I see because my little brother is the person who I know this guy through.
Mm-hmm.
And my little brother grew up seeing me as the oldest brother, right? And he had a lot of situations of like, oh, what happened to you? You know, and I can only imagine like when we were growing up.
that.
Yeah. Like he had a girlfriend and he went and met her dad. And he's like, hey, I'm Braden's brother. And he looks him up and down and goes, what happened to you? And this dad is someone I knew who wanted me to go into bodybuilding. He's like, you should go do shows. You should actually just strive for this. So he saw my little brother and was like, you're not like Braden. And then like when I was in high school, I went to Italy for 2 weeks. And I was just doing a lot of things that were very like high success during his more, I think, productive years. And then I got into a job in management and I was able to get him into the same job for management.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he can see me as an achiever, even though that's not how I would describe myself. I just live life and that accidentally happens.
It's not that I strive for success. It's just like I'm so good at everything.
Yeah.
It just comes all like
All
to
over me.
Oh.
Yeah. It comes all over me.
All over me.
Yeah.
I'm just covered. No, I think anyone that like, especially through any sort of like work life stuff, I think they can definitely mistake you for that.
Right.
For sure. Because like literally, I feel like every job I've ever known you to work, you like go to management like quick.
Yeah.
So like, it definitely could be that.
Yeah. Every job I've gone to management and none of them I've ever been like, my goal is to go to management.
Yeah. So yeah, accidentally happens to you. I think that's fair. 7, the one you are, is the busy, fun-loving type, spontaneous, versatile, distractible, and scattered. Which I think that versatility though is probably a decent chunk of why. And like some subsection of the other type, you were some amount of 3. That combined with a high level of versatility, I think that can get you places.
That's fair, yeah. Because, I think versatility is the name of the game, which, I don't know. We were saying we think the last one on these ones, so we're looking at a list, and the and scattered part of this one is the bad part. I almost wonder if, like, the versatility is good, but I feel like that can be part bad, too.
Well, that's why I put I'm like, it has like 4 or whatever positive traits in quotes, because all of these could be good and bad depending on how you, like, spontaneous and versatile. It's like, okay, but like that, especially combined with distractible.
Yeah.
Like maybe if you don't have any focus whatsoever, you're never going to get to management because,
Right.
yeah.
I'm gonna get distracted, and then
But then like these combined with the other traits of 3 could,
And then I had number 9, the peacemaker. So the easygoing what's that word?
Now you have to say it. Effacing?
Okay, yeah, self-effacing type, receptive, reassuring, agreeable, and complacent. I think the agreeable and complacent is a problem. A long time ago. What this is June?
We're in
14
June,
months ago, I think.
Jeez, we're counting? Okay.
Yeah, I think it was April of
just
last
a
year.
year
We
plus
had
two.
yeah, I think April of last year we had a podcast before video was going, I think. But I said I think one of my biggest problems in relationships is that I can be too complacent. I can be like, oh, I'm down to do whatever, you know.
Yeah. You just get super relaxed into a thing and just like, oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm down to do that. Let's go.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's go. Let's do it. And then number 2 was one of them. And also for reference, Buddy was a 7.
Ha.
I thought Buddy could be a 7 or a 1.
Yeah. Because one's the second best.
So 2 is the helper, the caring, interpersonal type, demonstrative, generous, people-pleasing, and possessive. Oh, no. Classic Braden.
I tried to take one of his cats, and he's like, no.
That's mine!
My cat.
I think this is 100% because one of the questions was like, do you protect the things that you have? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, that goes there. But I mean,
that's the only reason.
That's fair. I mean, possessive doesn't have to be over people. So.
No. And then number 1, so I was 7, 9, 2, and then 1. Buddy was 7, but it didn't show the percentages for what you were.
Or I didn't look at it.
Or you didn't look at it, right. But 1 is the rational, idealistic type, principled, purposeful, self-controlled, and perfectionistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think either one of us are really perfectionists 90% of the time.
No.
But I think we try to be self-controlled and purposeful in our actions.
Yeah, I think I'm highly principled, and I try to be purposeful.
Yeah.
And self-controlled. But I don't know. Like, the principled one is the one that sticks out to me, and purposeful. Especially for you. I could see how I'm actually a little surprised it's not higher. Because you answered a lot of the questions in like, you try to like make yourself better, and you're like, full agree.
Yeah.
Then there were like 5 or 6 of those questions that were all full on. So interesting. But yeah. I don't know.
Weird. I do try to improve myself. Yeah, that's weird, huh?
But I wonder if all the negative stuff for perfectionistic like threw off your results.
Because I wasn't perfectionist.
Yeah, because you went the exact opposite way with that one.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't
Interesting.
know. Interesting, fun little game. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I haven't read much about this.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I heard about it last week, and then you randomly brought it up, so we decided to talk about it. But
yeah, it's supposed to be cool. It's supposed to help you like figure out. I guess you can take this now, and I can say, hey, I'm a 7, a 9, a 2, and a 1 with all pretty close. 7, 9, and 2 are pretty much the same.
Yeah.
And it can give you like coping mechanisms or direction in how you handle situations and what might help you out more.
Yeah, because there's like, you can look through different pages on the website and like buy little like worksheets or something.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure.
I think the Institute, it has a shopping cart, but this one might have several more free resources. I don't know. But then you can figure out more about yourself and how you respond to situations, how you can better adapt. That way, if you're ever getting overwhelmed, you'd be like, no, I'm a 7. I need to be more spontaneous and just pack up and leave. I'm going to move to Europe forever.
But like, this is better, to be clear, but is it going to turn into like you use your number or whatever, kind of in the same way that people use their sign? Sorry, I'm just a Virgo, so like
right. It could be because some people. What's the other test where it's like, oh, I'm an INGF or whatever. Mm-hmm. I've seen people be like, I'm just an INGF.
I took that because Boyd mentioned it.
Oh, what did you get?
It was like one off of what Boyd said. I think it's INTJ. I think.
What does that mean? I don't know what any of them mean.
So the first one is like between. Oh God, it's easier actually
if you type on your phone, because then you have to lean forward and go forward. But a lot of these ones you always have to take it with a little bit of a grain of salt, because they can just shoehorn you into a specific direction. This one didn't feel like I was quite as shoehorned when doing the test compared to other ones like, what's your star sign? And they ask you really like vague questions, right?
Yeah, but
This
also,
one asked us some questions, and I'm like, what does it mean, though?
yeah, it's like weird interpretations. And then as we kind of discovered today, I took the test last week,
Yeah.
and then I was going through thinking about my answers, and it was like, oh, I don't remember what I answered. I don't know if I would answer the same way today.
No.
So like, yeah, not perfect.
Right. Yeah,
really.
it's interesting. I wonder if I would answer the same if I were like solo. It'd be interesting to do this test when I'm feeling really, really sad and low, and then to do it when I'm feeling really like happy.
Yeah.
Because I think
you do it like a handful of times throughout a month, and then like average your results or something.
Yeah. I do. I don't know. I feel like the enthusiast though does make sense for me.
Okay, sorry. Here we go. It's the 16 personalities test. It's the first trait is a spectrum between extroverted and introverted. So I'm an I for introverted. The second one is your mind between intuitive and observant. I'm more intuitive.
Mm-hmm.
Your nature, thinking versus feeling. I'm more thinking.
Yeah.
And tactics, judging versus prospecting. I'm more judging.
Yeah.
INTJ.
Okay. And he thought you were INT.
I think he said INFJ.
What was?
Which I'm like, I'm like 71% T versus F.
Yeah.
So, but
Okay. So just he got you pretty close.
yeah,
Good job.
You got 3 out of 4, and then there's like a subtype. It's got like INTJ-A, which is assertive versus turbulent. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what turbulent is.
I assume it's like in just rocky, like shaky.
But
like,
is that on the other side of a spectrum from assertive?
Yeah, I think so. Like assertive, you know what you want. Turbulent, it changes.
You are likely self-assured, even-tempered, and resistant to stress, refusing to worry too much. Yeah? That's my highest percentage, too, 74.
Yeah. See, that one seems like a good one, too. Maybe
Yeah.
next week we'll do that on the Patreon. I'll figure out what I am on the IN... What's it called?
16 personalities.
I'll figure out which one of my personalities is that 16.
Then you have to forget that I am INTJ, because that might color your answers.
Sorry, your what?
Yeah, exactly. This guy.
Yeah.
That's classic 7 behavior.
Classic 7 behavior. Whatever. You and me both, brother. You and me both.
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 Okay, I think we're done.
Yeah, I think we're good with that. We can close that one on there. Interesting little test. Yeah, I might take it again when I'm like solo and sad and solo and happy and see like what happens, you know,
could be
how
fun.
it goes through.
You should take it and let us know.
Yeah, down below. What's your number? Tell me. I want to know how to judge you.
What's your number? Different than when I normally ask that question.
Yeah, like if you want to give us your number, you're like, man, Buddy and Braden, then you can just email it to us, which will be linked down below.
Yeah,
Right.
true.
Yeah.
That might be safer than commenting.
Mm-hmm. And then because you don't want random people being like, hey, this is Buddy, and then actually, yeah, that'd be bad. So email it to us, and we'll hit you up.
Or for your Enneagram number, you just comment that.
Yeah, that one you can comment. Yeah, you
I
can just like
wonder-
a single like 7-2, but like 7 also, not like 2, like 7 TOO.
Yeah.
7 demasiado.
It would be kind of cool to do one of those personality type experiments on like a huge audience of a very specific, like what is Joe Rogan's audience's 16 personalities?
Wow, yeah, that would be really
That would
cool.
be a super interesting study
All right,
to see where they cluster.
If I were ever president, part of your like growing up is figuring out your personality, right?
Okay.
Where you get a state institutionalized personality test, and then you have to carry it like a badge. It's on your ID. So, like
Okay.
whenever let's say you want to make a Spotify account, it's required, right? And
Get
that way,
into
then I can be like, oh, this type of person listens to Ben Shapiro.
I think it's better if you make that completely optional. But,
No. I want to do what 7 states have done now, where you have to put your ID on the interwebs to watch pornography. Did you hear? I think Utah is completely banning Pornhub, even with like verification, July 1st.
I have no idea because that doesn't even matter because Pornhub's already banned Utah. Oh,
That was so good. Wow. Is it banned? Isn't it just you have to like put your ID in or something?
No. Utah passed the law that you have to like for a porn site to serve
Yeah.
members of that state, and it's like Utah and then a bunch in the South. Utah's so weird because it feels like a South state just out on its own.
It is out on its own, but also like if you, I don't know, 90% of the time if I talk to the locals, we don't feel like a South state. But maybe it's just the demographic of people I hang out with.
We live in the big city too.
Yeah, it's true. We do live in the big city.
The vast majority of Utah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess region wise, ours is different.
But so for a site that is a pornography site, I don't know how they decide that.
Yeah.
For them to serve members of a given state that has passed this law, they have to collect and keep track of government ID, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's driver's license or like if there's different options probably, but they have to request that before they can serve it, and they have to track it. Basically, you have to create an account that ties that to you.
Yeah. Which
causes a huge problem for pretty much anyone that knows anything about keeping track of
on there.
Personal identification. The company has to go through a lot more security measures and like certifications to like be allowed to do that.
You're right. Didn't Pornhub say like, hey, due to this, we're just not gonna.
Yep.
We're region locking it.
So that's what I mean when I say Pornhub banned Utah. There's
okay.
We're not going through the stuff.
Yeah.
To deal with this, so no.
Right.
And I guess now Utah wants to just fully on be like, nah. Which it seems like they already solved the problem.
Like,
but
switcheroo, punk.
That's crazy though, because how does that work? Does Utah? They're not gonna make it illegal.
No, I think they. I don't know how they region lock it themselves. They probably just have to work with Pornhub and be like, no.
They require every ISP to identify where their users are coming from, and then they ban certain sites based on that.
Maybe. I don't know.
That seems so bad.
Yeah. It seems, I don't know. Like, why? It doesn't matter.
Especially because it's so easy to overcome.
Right. I'm going to get a VPN.
Oh,
yeah.
No. I have to download an app on my phone?
Right. I know. Like, maybe I should, like, who's the biggest VPN in Utah? I'm going to go invest in it.
It might be worth it. I don't know.
Right.
I always feel scared investing in specific things.
Yeah.
Especially if I like those things, because it feels like I had Robinhood for a while. Well, it's not even that I don't want to jinx it. I had Robinhood for like a year and a half or 2 years or something. And it was like low stakes. I was just betting like under $100 on certain things. But it was like literally, you could watch the graph from the day I invested, and it straight down. And then I would like, I'm just holding on. I don't care. I'll lose all my money.
Yeah.
And then a couple weeks go by, I was like, all right, it's not getting any better. And I pull out, and then it goes right back up. And it was like literally every single time I tried it.
You didn't diamond hand it.
Nope, I can't because So then I started just investing in a portfolio because
so much smarter.
Someone else is making the decision. I can't. Contaminate it. So if I bet in a VPN, for sure, it was just like
it's gonna tank it first because people are like
federal law comes down banning VPNs. Damn it!
No.
It's all my fault. Blame Buddy.
That's true. That's the slander campaign I can get behind.
Thanks.
Yeah.
True friend over here.
True.
What a classic 7.
What a You'd know. So I had a question about today, a few of them.
Okay.
One of them is, what is your comfortable water to dead human ratio?
I don't understand the question.
You're in a swimming pool, right?
Okay.
There's a dead body in there. You probably don't want to be there. You're in a lake where there's definitely dead people at the bottom of that lake, like here in Utah, Lake Powell. People swim in it all the time. They're okay with a certain amount of dead body, human body, in their swimming water.
That's not a pool, first of all.
Yeah, but it is like, how much water to dead human are you comfortable with? Ocean, a lot of dead human over time. Right? Like a lot.
Yeah.
The whole pirate stuff, people died all the time. Naval battles, oh my goodness.
Yeah. My first instinct was to say it's more about proximity. But because like in the ocean, I wouldn't want a dead body right next to me.
No.
But like also, even in a huge pool, if I knew there was a dead body on the other side, I also wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
So I don't, because it's more of a closed system.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said if they can see it.
Seeing it, obviously, because If you could see all the fish poop and human pee and poop in lakes,
Yeah.
people might be less comfortable swimming in it too.
Right. My thought is like,
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting.
if it's just can you see it? What happens if you're like night swimming and you don't know it's there, and then you bump into it?
I mean, you
were comfortable, I guess, right?
people are more comfortable with things they don't know.
Yeah.
For sure.
Ignorance is bliss.
But also to me, how fresh is the dead body? Because that plays a huge factor to me.
I don't know. I'm just going over like, there's dead in there.
Because like, did they just die, or is it like the naval battle thing? If I'm in a lock or something, if it was like 50 years ago, I don't really care how many dead bodies are down there.
Okay.
If it was yesterday,
You care.
I'm probably avoiding it by a lot.
So you are gonna go out to Lake Powell on the weekend, and on Thursday you're like 5 people drowned and died in the pool or in the lake. Are you gonna like? I don't know if I'm gonna go swimming.
I'm being honest. If I saw that headline and I was like looking forward to a lake day, that might be the best news headline ever.
Oh, because nobody's gonna be there.
Yeah, it's my lake. It's only me.
Woo! You guys fucking did it. Thank you. Your death did not go in vain. I'm gonna go do it too.
Glad it worked. What? Have you seen the interview of the guy? It's like a street interview, and
his
like,
vacation stuff.
Yeah, tell us something weird about you. It was like, oh, I like to go on vacations right after a disaster or a terrorist attack.
Yeah,
which is so smart.
Yeah, I mean, at highest security, nobody's going there. Like,
yeah, all the pricing along the way, hotels, flights, whatever, is all
super cheap. Yeah, that makes sense. So another question for you then.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
I think that's true though. There's a huge amount of difference in water content from like a lake to the pool, though.
Yeah.
How big's a pool? How many? Is it an Olympic swimming pool like 5,000 gallons or something? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's got to. It's some function. I don't have an exact number, but it's some function of bodies per gallon, whatever volume of water, to decay time. Because I feel like after they've broken down to a certain point, it's not really a dead body anymore. It's just kind of like part of the lake and water and sand and stuff, which is why I think it's more acceptable for natural bodies of water.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if a body can decay as well in a swimming pool.
But also, the swimming pool with all the chlorine, it's probably like
it's
cleaner,
more sanitary,
right?
Yeah.
If you're in the Olympic pool and you're swimming across, you're like, oh crap, I just hit a dead body. You're probably more safe than if it was.
What if we just use the dead bodies as like the little floaty rope things that cordon off different portions of the pool?
Right.
Because they naturally float for a while. No? All right. Yeah, I think I would be less sensitive to it than most people.
I wouldn't if I was gonna go swimming into like a swimming pool or a rec center and they're like, oh, this person's dead over there, but you can still get in if you want. I'd be like, no.
But like I'm saying, like that's way too. Like even though it feels big, I feel like the amount of water in those things is just like minuscule compared to like even a small lake.
Yeah, I think I could be in a lake, and if I found out somebody was dead in it, I wouldn't be like, ah, you know, I'm like, that's crazy. That's an insane story I want to tell. But it wouldn't like I wouldn't be throwing up and dying.
Throwing up and shitting and farting.
Yeah, I want to be throwing up, shitting and farting.
Yeah. So next time you're swimming in a lake and you like kick a fish, what if it's not a fish? What if it's not?
That was old Grand Nan.
Also, how do fish do stupid? How do they? Because I've kicked a fish before. How are they dumb enough to swim up next to me? Can't they see underwater?
Oh.
Because I can't.
They just want to be your friend. They're like, vegan.
Oh, no. Curb
Go. It was just like when you're walking around at night and, okay, it's probably because they don't understand that your foot can't see them as well. Right? Because like cats here, they see pretty fine. And I'm walking around at night and I'm blind as can be. And I might step on them on accident. I'll get on their tail or something. And I'm like, hey, what the fuck, dude? And they think I'm just being an asshole.
What are you, blind? Well, kind of.
Yeah, I am. And they don't know. They don't know that's the case. They think I'm just stepping on them.
So you're saying cats hate disabled people?
Only the blind ones.
You think?
Yeah.
What if? Oh, they love deaf people.
Yeah.
Way easier to sneak up on them.
Yeah.
I was half expecting Nora to like claw my elbow.
Oh, right after that.
Yeah, because I never see her coming. Okay, second question. Sorry.
We've done one like this before. You have 5 chances to use a time machine.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do for them? You can go
Okay.
back, you can go forward, you can take stuff without affecting the timeline. Timeline's not going to change here. Well, it's not going to be like if you go and
Like, what if
kill
I want
Hitler.
to affect the timeline?
If you go kill Hitler, then somebody would probably just take over Hitler's case, right?
Okay.
But like one of the ones I would do, which would be really funny, to like go back in time and find little like Anthony, and be like, "Hey, just so you know, you're gay." Like literally, like I'm from the future. You're gay, and just because I think it's something that he would be like, "But am I? Hold on," and it would just incite doubt, and I don't know why that sounds funny to me, but
Damn.
okay, I'd go to Boyd and be like, "You're gay," then I'd help him out, because then he'd be like,
The
"You know
evil
what?"
mustache is really.
I'm getting ready for my Waluigi.
I was thinking a little bit more practical than pranky.
I just feel like I don't need 5, so some of them's gonna be a prank. You know.
Well, okay. So what would you do with one?
One of them I think is just go back to early 2000 and
Get rich.
Yeah, just Bitcoin. There's like nothing crazy. I'm just gonna put, $100 in Bitcoin, whatever I have. Like
I like the idea of me doing that, and my same Robin Hood curse
Goes
follows
down.
me. I'm like, invest fully in Bitcoin, and then it never even takes off.
no Dogecoin instead.
Yeah. Oh.
Actually, it would be funnier to go back in time and invest heavily in Dogecoin and get rich off of that in 2022 or whatever it was when it skyrocketed
Yeah.
to like a quarter.
The meme lord.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I'd go back in time. I'm gonna put $100 in Dogecoin at like 0.005% of a coin, and then
Here's the problem, though. I feel like most people, if they try to do this, would mess it up. You have to go back in time. You're gonna have to have physical money, and you're gonna have to make sure that money is like pre that time. Like if you go back with a $100 bill from 2018,
yeah,
they're gonna be like, "This is fake."
right.
So you have to be smart about what money you bring,
Yeah, you
and
can't.
then you're gonna have to make sure you can still access the account when you come back.
So that's why you do it with the Bitcoin, because then they have the Bitcoin wallets.
What
Which
are
is
those
like
tied
a-
to?
it's
Just an
a-
ID?
I think it's just a 24-digit code of random letters that you use to get in.
But how do you log in? Just a password?
I think it's just
Or-
the wallet. Yeah, I think you need to know the code.
Well,
I
no,
don't
wallet
know.
IDs are public.
Oh, okay. And then
So
you have
there's
to get
something
the password.
to access the wallet.
Yeah.
Which is like one of the big selling points of Bitcoin is that like you can see every single transaction from every wallet.
Right.
You might not know exactly who owns the wallet, but you can see
See
it.
the okay. Yeah, so I would you'd have to go back and you'd have to get
Bitcoin's smart. Okay.
Bitcoin. I think is the easiest one.
That's a pretty good one. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like, can I go back and I feel like Bitcoin has the highest return on investment than like going back and making a bet. Because if you could do just a sole cash transaction, that would be the easiest to like go there, come back, money.
Yeah.
But that also limits your total cap.
Yes, I'd go.
Go back, get rich. Second one. Now you have 2. I'm just trying to see how many you actually think you need before you start getting memey. Because apparently 5, you're doing pranks on Anthony.
Yeah.
You're like, second one. I go back in time and tell you.
Yeah, second one, I go back in time and I find Buddy and I say, "Hey, you're gay and you're gonna fall in love with a guy named Anthony. Insert last name." And then
he's gonna tell you he's not gay, but then you tell him that when he was 8.
all you have to do is get him to do BJJ once and it'll come out. He'll awaken.
Apparently that's never gonna happen. So whatever.
It's because I told him already.
Oh.
Like, if you ever do BJJ, you're gonna be.
For me, this is a hypothetical. If you had a time machine 5 times, for you,
yeah.
you've done it. Okay. I don't know what else I would do. Get rich is easy.
There's not really much I need to do. I would just want to be in the room where it happens for a lot of events. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna be like to the Last Supper, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh, Jesus was real or wasn't real?" And if he was real, I'll be like, "Hey, Jesus, it was good meeting you. I enjoyed the Last Supper." I'm gonna walk away as Judas is just like, "How did he know?"
The what supper? The normal, ordinary, everyday supper. That's what we're supping. It's funny you bring up Jesus because I actually, my first thought originally was, I think it'd be funny to go back in time and just like collect photographic evidence of a bunch of events.
Oh, go back in time, take selfies of you and then make a conspiracy theory about yourself.
But then I'd be the target of conspiracy theories. I don't want that.
It'd be funny.
I just want, oh.
Guys, I'm scared.
You start your first live stream. You record a bunch of stuff and then you live stream it out, and they're like, how's he doing this? What?
Yeah. I think it'd be so funny to go back and just plant yourself at a lot of events and then be like, guys, I don't know what's going on. This is me, right? Like, that's who I am, but just play that you have no idea.
Maybe. Yeah, like, who am I? Help me. I don't know, but you only have 5. What other good practical things could you do?
Good practical things.
Because, like, yeah, set yourself up for life with money. That's pretty easy default, boring answer.
Yeah, you do that one just so you can make you and the people around you feel like...
Would you come back here to live the rest of your life?
Back here?
Or would you go live in the past or the future?
I'd probably come back here. I would definitely go to the future and see what it's all about.
That might be a smarter way of making money. Just go like 2 years into the future and figure out a bunch of like the outcomes of different bettings. Like which team wins the Super Bowl, and then over the next couple years, you make those bets.
Right, but
then you don't have to deal with any of the past.
Life isn't guaranteed beyond today. You know? So like,
unless you go to the future and you figure out like, oh, Braden's alive.
Right. You're
oh,
so
shit.
smart.
You go 2 years into the future. Fuck! No!
So first one, yeah, figure out how long I live. Second one, deal with the existential dread. Go join the Crusades, get out some frustration.
Ooh. Ooh, you go back and be a historical figure.
Ooh, okay. How? Which one?
I don't know. Which one would be the cool? I don't know. It would have
you
to be
go
someone
back and you become Mark Zuckerberg. You zuck the Zucker.
I don't know if you could do that. I was thinking you would have to go back before cameras.
Well, I'm thinking like you go back to when Zuckerberg is stealing the deal from everybody.
Oh.
And then you steal it from him afterwards.
I don't know. I don't know if I could do that though. What if I wasted my time and just like get zucked?
Yeah, that would zuck.
And then I go back in time even before that.
And you tell him that he's gay. Oh.
Why is that your go-to? No, but I was thinking you go back and you could be like you could be Jesus. You go back, you adopt the look, and you study up beforehand, so you learn all the things that Jesus did. And
no. You go back and you create a franchise, like an opposing faction. You create your own Bible before you go back, right? You write it of everything that is 100% factual of things that have happened, and then you go back and you start this other religion, and like
you could be the Messiah.
Yeah, you could be the Messiah, and then you all of a sudden you have Jesus and what he's saying, and then you have yours, and then whichever one kicks off in popularity doesn't really matter as long as your book doesn't get destroyed. Somebody's gonna find it like, hey guys, this dude, Buddy Messiah,
Buddy Messiah.
He wrote a book.
Literally
and
predicted everything.
Yeah, like literally everything he's done has come true. Everything he said, you know? I like that. You study it, you go forward 100 years and you study for the last couple centuries. And then you go back and you be like, no, what Jesus was on? Nah, that ain't it, right? I got the new shit. I got the good stuff. Look at this. And you drop a new book, you start an organization, a cult, and over time you just get, yeah, I like it.
Well, and then you come back to, or one of your predictions in the 2,000 years ago is, and in the year 1993, the Messiah will be reborn. And then you come back to the present and you're like Jesus on earth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
We solved it. Is there anything better you could do? I don't.
No, I think that's like, it's the Anthony thing and then that.
Oh, and then with like your 2 other time travels or something, you reinsert yourself throughout history. After the original Messiah died, but before the second one was reborn, you're like, actually, it seems like Buddy is the one that killed Hitler. And then somehow there's photographic evidence of that, of a guy who looks oddly like Buddy killing Hitler.
Wow.
And then that way Hitler also dies for real instead of what actually happened.
Yeah, because he's still alive.
Yep. In South America or something?
Argentina? Is that where it was?
Isn't that in South America?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I think that's it. We solved it, guys. Any other whatever you guys were thinking was wrong, unless it was that. and then you were right with us, but you
That
were
would be
wrong.
That'd be pretty crazy.
Yeah.
That'd be.
They're like, you know what? I think I'd go back and make Buddy a Messiah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go back to the year. I don't know. What was Jesus? Was he like 20 something when he died?
Oh yeah.
So I go back to like 35 BC,
Mm.
or is BC when he was born?
BC is before Christ.
Are you sure?
I think so.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
I would study this beforehand. Yeah, you go back and you're like just like 8 years older than Christ
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
And you could so you go forward in time, study 2,500 years of history or whatever, so you can make all your predictions and point out all the flaws in like all the
Bible.
inconsistencies in the Bible and stuff. And you get really good at all of the best magic tricks.
I was gonna ask, like, what do you? Because you're gonna want to like make a way that people pray for you, or some sort of like you could influence some just random culture thing, right? Like, what would you do?
Oh, I don't know. Destroying modern religion's pretty fun.
That is pretty fun, but like, what's your weird, quirky thing, right? Like, it can be something small, like, you just end every sentence, or you start every greeting in your story with "yip yip."
Oh, I've got a really weird one. Okay, we don't cut off the tips of people's dicks.
That's so weird. That is so weird. We cut off the base instead.
What?
We don't cut the dick off. We just cut a circle ring around it.
Okay. I don't know. What would I do? What weird custom would I make? That's a good question. There's so many possibilities there. I'm glad I would have some time to think about this in the hypothetical.
Yeah, you'd be able to figure out exactly how you want it to do. Like,
ooh,
you could instill BJJ into the new Bible.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I was gonna say church is just open mat.
Yeah.
It's just, come roll. We don't have the proper gear yet, so we just got to go naked.
We just gotta go naked.
Oh, actually though, to be honest, I don't know if I would want to do jujitsu back then.
Yeah, it's a little,
There's
little
no
dirty.
really great showers right before and after class, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think about that. I go back, start BJJ, and it's just like, and the massive cult died off after 2 years because of rampant skin infections.
Oh no. Yeah, you'd have to like. That'd be cool though. I think it's the best one. That's what I would do. Messiah myself. You'd have to find a way for. I'd also want to go back for one of them. So I'd get rid of the money. I don't need any more because I'm gonna be the Messiah. I'm gonna get money for free, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go forward so I can get a whole bunch of information going back. So even my predictions are accurate for the next 100 or so years.
Yeah,
after
so I
I'm
mean, you go
born.
like 500 years from now, study all of recorded history like a
Yeah.
freaking scholar.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go back to start the cult. Right, so that's 1 and 2, and then I'm gonna go find Nicholas Flamel, supposed guy who made a philosopher's stone and gained immortality, because he's somebody who people say they've noticed him throughout history, hundreds of years apart.
Maybe he's just got a time machine.
Yeah, maybe he just has a time machine, and I'm gonna figure out what it is, and I want to find some sort of immortality that I can take. You know,
Yeah.
like not like a permanent immortality,
It's
so I
like
can
in 500
still.
years, they've probably already done it, so.
Yeah, that way I can at least be the Messiah and then just disappear again with one of my time travels, you know, and then come back and be like, I'm me again.
But like you were in recorded history for like 130 years straight.
Yeah,
So like it is an insane lifespan. You're not even aging during that.
Yeah.
And then you just disappear.
yeah. When the world needed me most,
Dang.
I got bored of it and I said, I'm going forward.
Oh, you time it so you disappear right before World War One. And they're like, as soon as he left, everything went to shit.
Oh damn.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that'd be good. That'd be good.
I was thinking, I don't know how you would do it because I would want to make sure it's ethical.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Because
important.
everything we've talked about so far is completely ethical. Definitely. What if you go back in time and you out Genghis Khan? You make it so like all of human society rooted from your genetics.
Yeah.
You probably can't come back to the present.
No, it would be really funny if you do all of this and like Jesus and God are real and you just fucked up everything. You send Earth to like hell forever. They're like, we're gonna restart. This wasn't worth it.
Oh man, you do this. God says no. Turn like spinny time, and it like Lucifer's name in the Bible, or is he even mentioned in the Bible? I don't know. It gets replaced with your name. Like you become the fallen angel. Like actually, this guy did worse. He's in double hell.
He's in double hell. In Earth 2.0.
He's in time hell.
You become a Time Lord. You become Doctor Who.
It's just the Doctor.
You become the Doctor.
Fake fan, never seen it.
I've never. You're right. So, it was just in my head. They say that Sunday is the Sabbath day.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's wrong.
Well, it is.
Nope.
It's Saturday.
Yeah. Right.
Well, yeah, because it was.
It was. It changed. There's like actual history to this.
It was Saturday, and then I know a lot. I'm pretty sure.
This is factual.
I'm pretty sure this is very close to what
100%
happened.
factual. No need to look it up.
When I totally know who they is, but I'm going to keep it vague to save myself. They took over the big area and the empire, and they had to rewrite all the pagan stuff with Christianity.
Yeah.
And that's why we celebrate Christmas when we do, even though it's supposed to be Jesus' birth, but actually he was born in like the springtime.
Yeah.
And their Sabbath was on Saturday, but I think the pagan Sabbath was on Sunday. So they're like, we'll just scooch that over to Sunday since everyone's already in church. That's probably true.
Right? Because like, what?
There's so many people telling me I'm wrong.
What's Saturday in Spanish?
Sábado?
Exactly. It sounds so much like Sabbath.
Sabbath.
Yeah. And then
and we know
the first of the week is Sunday. That's the first day of the week, which means the seventh day. Yeah, it's on the calendar.
It depends on your calendar. Some calendars have Monday.
No, never. Wrong.
Because it's Monday through Friday is the week.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, Sunday is the weekend.
Yeah. But
you just got lawyered.
I've never seen a calendar that does that. You're right that Saturday and Sunday are the weekend, but I've never seen a calendar that starts on Monday.
So how can Sunday be the first of the week if it's the weekend?
It's because of the weird colloquial use we use of words.
I don't know. The best argument I've heard for it, and I don't even know, it kind of makes sense, is you know how like you have a bookshelf and you get like the little statues that hold your books together?
You bookend it?
The
weekend, yeah.
Weekend, yeah. That could make sense.
Yeah, I'm sold. Weekend. So
why did I help you with your argument?
Thank you.
Stupid buddy.
You're so good. You're so smart.
You're going to be the first to go with my cult.
Wait, what?
What? Can you take anyone with you in the time machine?
Yeah, I think so. I think you could go back and bring go grab Jesus, bring him back. Hey, if you do what you do, this is what you have to look forward to.
I was thinking about taking people back with me.
Oh, not like going back and bring them up.
But like that also works. Okay.
So the conspiracy theory is you get water bottles.
True.
Right? You'll buy a whole bunch of them. You drink half of it, you throw it away. People are wasteful.
When you say you,
you
mean you. Bad, not
yeah.
me. I use reusable. He started that after me.
Whatever.
Basically, the first follower of
just
my
cult.
cult.
You're older.
That's what I do. I go back and introduce reusable containers as the norm. Just kidding. I think that was the norm.
Yeah. For a long time.
Okay, so you throw away away the
one throws away
water bottle with half water in it.
Half water, or they go get a whole bunch of water they don't use and it just ends up getting thrown away somehow. And all of a sudden it ends up in a landfill. And there's just water there. It's trapped.
Yeah.
It's not coming out. We have less water in our cycle than we did before.
True.
Like what do we do?
I think we've got a lot of water on Earth. I don't know if it's a big problem.
But we have a lot of people. And I'm thirsty.
I think we discussed this on the very first episode of video. Everyone on Earth can fit in Texas. We're good.
Yeah, everyone can. Yeah. But can they drink enough?
I think so. Don't we already have processes to
make water?
Take the purify ocean water? Like the ocean's pretty big. We got a lot of water.
Yeah.
Well, we have to filter all the dead bodies, but
then why is California in a drought?
So it costs money to do this. So it would have to be
if we just instead let out all the trapped water in the California landfills, then we're good.
But okay, you have to think about in the average discarded water bottle that has water in it, it's like what? 3 to maybe like 5 ounces?
Where I
Like,
work, there's like, I'm going to have to start dumping them out, but I throw away like unopened water bottles.
okay, so you're the problem.
Was part of the problem.
Wow.
I was. And then until somebody was like, there's a conspiracy about trapped water.
And that doesn't really sound like a conspiracy theory so much as like
It's just true.
it's just true, but like probably not really an issue.
Right,
Like I don't think it's really an issue. There can't be that much water in there.
I bet there's a lot more than we think.
I don't think so.
How much do you think?
Probably like in all. So like if you want to use California as an example of the drought, like if you took out all of the water from all the landfills perfectly and like used it for whatever you need water for, watering things and people, it's probably like not even like a day's worth
For one person?
for California.
Oh, okay. Maybe, I don't know. But then it's back in circulation, and then if it is a day's worth, then you're solved. You fixed it.
Yeah, but like you do it a day's worth and it goes back in circulation. Like the circle of that circulation isn't like super quick necessarily. Like it goes into the ground, it goes into absorbed by the soil, absorbed by the plants. Plants grow, then they get shipped off, then they get eaten, and some of that water goes to the person.
Mm-hmm.
Then they pee it out, then it goes into the sewer, and then that gets filtered. Like, I don't think it, and even then, like you just have like less than 1% extra water. I don't know.
Less than one. I don't know. Somebody needs to research this.
I did the math. No, I didn't do the math. That's a pure guess.
Hi. How you doing, Chloe? How you doing?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could be a like the amount of money you would have to spend though to actually extract all the water out of the landfill has got to be crazy.
Yeah.
Regardless of how much water you would actually have to use to do that, because basically every process we do consumes water, if for no other reason than people use it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't think it's a big problem. Did you hear it? I saw this thing that was like, there's some $1 trillion amount of gold in the Earth's oceans.
Oh, I mean, I believe it.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I mean, there has to be just a ton of gold down there.
Yeah. Well, just, mixed in like a big soup.
Yeah, with all the dead people.
But the problem is like getting the gold out of that would be so insanely inefficient. Like there's no point.
It'd be so hard to do. You'd have to spend a whole bunch of money to make sure you have a submarine that doesn't implode when you get down there.
Well, it doesn't necessarily sink. It just mixes in. Like I can't remember what it was, but like per cubic foot of ocean, there's like roughly like 2 milligrams of gold or something.
Oh, just the minerals inside the water.
Yeah, it's just mixed into the big ocean soup. So
I was thinking just like
to scoop up that much water and filter out that much gold.
I was just thinking like gold and metals just on the bottom of it for sure, right?
Maybe. I mean, it would have to tend to sink to the bottom of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Gold's not that dense though. So maybe that's why gold is probably more mixed in with the water than other metals.
Yeah. I don't know.
Did you have something about child slavery?
Oh, I fell victim to child slavery.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Yeah, it wasn't me that was the child doing the slavery, but I was walking into Walmart.
I fell victim to child slavery.
Yeah. No, I walked into Walmart and I had my headphones in, and as I'm walking by, there's this little kid out there that has like a, you know when you go to a baseball game and they have hot dogs?
Sure.
And they're the hot dogs type of guys.
I was lying. I don't know. I don't watch baseball, but
You
sure.
don't know?
Sure.
Oh, they say that, they yell that, and they have like a little crate in front of them that has a whole bunch of hot dogs in it, and they just give you a hot dog after you pay for it.
Okay.
Or have you ever gone to a big concert and they have people walking around like, beer? You want some fresh beer?
Fresh beer.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought you might relate to that one more, but
I don't go to concerts either.
Oh, God damn it.
Is there any like version of this?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Okay.
Beer, fresh beer.
But he was out there with one of those, and he's like just a little kid. He's like 7 years old, and I'm walking in, just paying no mind. I usually don't mind anybody up at the front. And they go, "Hello, hey," really quiet. And it sounds sad, so I'm like, "Oh dang!" So okay, hey, yeah, what's up? How you doing? So I'm doing a fundraiser where we're selling these, and it goes to support fosters like me. And I was like, Yeah, I'll buy one. Yeah, I'll do it. I would hate for boss man to be like, that's it, Jerry, you didn't get your quota. You're not going on the adoption list.
Ooh.
Like,
Yeah, that's a little harder to say no to.
yeah, I was like you?
Have you seen the Key and Peele skit with that? Where it's like one of them's walking out and the other guy is like got a clipboard, like he's an activist waiting outside the building. And he's like, hey, sir, can I just have a moment of your time? He's like, sorry, I'm a little busy. I'm not really interested. He's like, please, for just $1, you can save a kid's life. And he's like, no, please. No, it's okay. And he like harasses him. He's like, fine. You know what? $1? Here, save 5 kids. Calls him in and the van rolls up and he, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not you today. That was you. You might have saved the one foster kid, but
It was $7, so I got 7 kids.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah, great deal. It's so messed up.
Yeah.
Like, why? How can you let that? Like, how is that legal? I just am so worried that it's like August Blues or whatever that movie is. There's a movie where orphans are put out on the street to make music to get money for the orphanage.
Ooh, that sounds familiar. Okay.
Yeah, it just feels like it's that. Like, literally, they're like, if you want to be on the adoption list again this month, you have to hit your quota.
Yeah. Oh my
Right,
God. What is that
inflation's
movie?
going up. I want you to have twice the amount this time. Like, it's just so messed up. I felt like victim to childhood slavery.
You
Like,
can't contribute to it then.
No, you don't get to be adopted ever.
Look, it's not you, it's the system that I'm rebelling against.
Yeah, I'm not going to do anything else. I'm just not going to pay you.
It's like tipping. Like, if you want tipping to stop tipping. I tip.
No more just the tips.
I tip. It's not my fault. I'm a good tipper. Unless I order while standing.
Yeah.
I think that's a good rule. Order while standing. I did make a caveat to that though, the other day.
Okay.
I will tip
$1.
while standing if I make any like customizations to my order.
Okay.
Or if my order's difficult in any way. But usually it's just like, can I have a black coffee? And they hand it to me. I'm like, I'm gonna give you more than $5 because like you're already charging me like $5 for this.
Right. You'd be like, hey, can I get a black coffee with half and half oat milk?
Yeah, or like if I order the London Fog from the
Yeah.
nearby coffee shop we always get, where it's like, oh, actually, can I do oat milk? And then instead of honey, can I do agave? And they're like, it's okay. Like that, I could probably tip. I'm making them do a little extra work.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
If somebody, I want to go and order just, hey, can I get this drink with half and half oat milk? Just to see like what happens with that processing. It's just kind of like you can see the logo, or not the logo, the dial up spinning, being like,
No, I think this is a good idea. I think this is good. We should plan this all out, and we'll go through. We'll get like 5 or 6 people together, and one by one, you go through the drive-through, increasingly asking for more ridiculous products or whatever, like drinks. It's like the first one is like, can I get half and half oat milk? And they're like, are you against dairy or not? Whatever.
Yeah.
We'll make it. And then you just like keep ramping that up.
Yeah.
Can I get this caramel drink, but instead of caramel drizzle, can you do chocolate? But
Yeah. You have to do the vegan one, right? That you got shamed for. We both got shamed for. Can I
it
do this
worked on me.
one? Yeah, with oat milk and extra honey. Like,
can I do this one on the oat milk? And they're like, yeah, sure, no problem. Oh, can I put whipped cream on top?
ooh, yeah. Oh man, what's the most ridiculous order you can do though?
I think we could get creative with it, but you have to. I need like a list
Of
of all
what
the
they
drinks
have.
and like the common substitutions that everyone makes.
Right.
There's gotta be. It would be. It's pretty good. There's something there.
'Cause, yeah, there's the food too. So you get your drink to be like no sugar, no dairy whatsoever. But can I have just the patty of this? Can I just want the meat.
Can I get the cheeseburger, sin the bread, no pickles, no.
Yeah.
I just want a piece of meat with some cheese on it, please.
Oh,
But
yeah.
the drink, no.
No, yeah, no. You're like, hey, can I get the frappe? But I want with oat milk. Do you have milk in your chocolate? Okay, yeah, no chocolate.
You do specifications like that?
Yeah. And then you get rid of all, and you go, and then can I get your guys's make a griddle? But can I get like 4 times the amount of cheese?
Do you think it'd be more funny to order that in person or go somewhere where they have like a kiosk and you're like, cheeseburger, no bread, cheese, 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 cheese. And so when they're reading out the order, they like make the 3 things that are very specifically no animal products.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? What do we? Whatever.
It depends on how well you can keep a straight face.
I think I could do it.
Because if you can keep a straight face, it's funnier with the person.
Yeah.
But
It's like, you're the crazy one. This is my Tuesday meal.
yeah, and then they're like, "Do you need that separated?" Like, no, I'll be eating it at the same time. Like,
Could you blend it up?
ooh, I've had to do that. I worked a food job, and we had people come in that couldn't chew, and where I was working was pizza.
I was gonna say, why would you do that for your customer? But I guess if they have like some sort of need.
Yeah, well, it's
You're like,
because
okay.
that's because I'm a helper.
Oh yeah.
All right, yeah.
That's your inner 3 coming out. I don't remember what
3
all the
was
numbers do.
Achiever. Helper.
Oh, you're the 9.
Yeah, 9's
Yeah.
the helper. That was my 9 coming out, and I was like, "Oh, you can't. We have okay. Yeah, no, I'll puree it for you. I don't know how, but I'll chop it until it's drinkable.
I'm trying to puree it, but your blender's broken, so you're like chop, 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 chop. It's almost liquid. We're getting there.
30 more minutes.
It is gonna be cold.
uh,
Oh, I can't do cold food. Okay, we can heat this up. Microwave's broken. What do we do?
ew.
It's a fast food joint. Why would we use the oven?
Yeah, that's good. I think that's about all the things I brought in today. What you need to tell me? What did you have? What do you have? Tell me something. Bring a story.
I have good words. I know the best words.
Okay.
I can make a prediction.
Okay.
So the day after this episode comes out
Yeah.
is Thursday.
Yeah.
The first presidential debate between Joseph Biden and Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Donald J. Trump.
Yeah.
The J stands for genius.
Mm.
I think he said that, so just quoting.
He did not, did he?
I'm pretty
There's
sure.
no way. There's no way. He can't. Did you spill it? You're a mess maker?
No, I did. I don't.
You can't tell me that he said, "My name's Donald J. Trump, J stands for genius," and not be sarcastic about it.
How much? Well, I don't. That's the problem.
If
with
he says it for real, like sarcastically, that's fine. That's funny. But if he says it as a serious thing, I just can't.
that's the problem, though, is like with a lot of these things, they can always just play it off as a joke.
Right. No, he was obviously joking. You found while he's looking at that, we went and had a picnic basket. A picnicky.
Oh, we did go on a picnicky.
Yeah. Yesterday. What?
Did I say this last week, or did I err against it just in case? It was a SNL thing where they're talking about the story where Biden gave a speech or something about saying something about Snickers, the candy bar, and he said it like 5 times, and he's like, "That's a really dangerous move for someone with a stutter." Like,
oh no. I saw a comedy act with somebody who claimed to have a stutter. It was kind of odd. I don't know if he really did, but he's like, "I've never successfully said the N-word, but I'm still trying." And it was a white boy, but his stutter, like, I don't know how stutters go across, but he was like, I have a stutter, and so it was like the very start of it would be a stutter, and then the rest of the sentence was fine.
my understanding is that there's just random like snags on their brain to speech
Yeah.
pattern that can happen at any point in the sentence.
I have that when writing fives.
What? I can't find it. I don't.
Some people understand what I mean by that. Fives are hard.
I can't find it. We'll assume he didn't say that, but
Okay.
like, even if he did say it, you're right. It was probably a joke, but it is just a really funny,
Right.
because it sounds like something that at least like a lot of the people that have the joke interviews might say.
Right.
Which you can find that in any crowd. Every large group of people is going to have a chunk of people there that is absolutely dumb. But you can't write fives.
No, I can write a 5. They're just harder. What the? How did you do that? I can't connect the top line and this line. I can't do when I'm writing. They're separate for me.
How do you do it?
If I try, I go like. I have to like.
It's just a right angle.
I know I can't do it with a 5. I can't. So I have to do this and then pick it up and put it back down and then do it.
Okay, so when you start a 5, just start a 7 backwards. Oh, you don't write 7s like that. Don't do the angle. You can do a 7 though.
Just do a inverse and upside down L.
Well, I was trying to think what other. Yeah, 5. I guess 5s are a little bit of a weird number.
Yeah. I get stuck on it. 3 is another one. I go like, where do I get stuck on a 3?
I don't know. How do you get stuck on a 3?
It's just at the very beginning. My brain snags on doing the 3 at first.
That's interesting. I don't think I have that for anything except Antarctica.
I don't know. Okay, maybe I'm weird. Yeah, the 5's the big one though, because I'll just 1, 2, 3, 4.
So I don't know. That's so
3 gets me 2. I'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
brain stuff is so interesting because you know what a 5 is. You know what it looks like.
Yeah.
You can draw it.
Can I do it?
But sometimes just like the process.
Doing that's easier.
Hey, that's a pro tip: is writing numbers differently. I had to do that with my D's because they looked really.
How do you write your D's?
Lowercase d, obviously.
Okay, I do opposite of that, kind of. No, sorry.
Wait, am I doing a D right now? No, I'm second guessing.
Yeah, it's a D.
I haven't. To be fair, I haven't written for a long time.
Okay, mine's a loop-de-loop. It's 2 loops. So.
Oh, that's the change I had to make. I have to do from here.
Okay.
I start with the.
I
the
do
loop.
the exact same way you do at the start, and I go around and then up. But when I come down, I just always accidentally make it another loop.
Oh, cursive.
Yeah. So whoo,
Disgusting.
I just do 2 swirls, 2 loop-de-loops.
Disgusting.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, I think we went over a lot. We learned who we are. I'm a 7921, and you're a 7 other, and an INTJ, and then one I.
INTJ.
Stands for genius.
J stands for genius. Yeah.
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 We went over what we do with the time machine. We went over the conspiracy theory about water bottles. Always empty out your water bottles, because if not, it's going to be there forever.
Talked about how Braden contributes to child slavery.
No, I was victim.
Voluntarily.
I was a victim.
And now he's playing the victim.
Yeah, because I am one.
Well,
I'm a victim. A victim, guys.
I'm a victim.
Feel bad for me. And then you guys are going to comment, like we did our part. So now you guys need to do your part and comment down below your Enneagram number. You're going to email us your number if you're down to get down. And then you're going to like, subscribe, and share to others and not fall victim to childhood slavery.
Well, I'm also very interested to hear what people would do with the time machine. Because I feel like we had something good, but like they're not on the spot. They can sit there and think about it.
Yeah, they have more time to be
They might
like,
have some really good stuff.
would you go back and stop the bombings of the Japanese?
Which ones?
Both. The nukes.
Probably not.
Right, me either, because then you won't have anime.
Oh, maybe I would.
No?
Wait, no. Can I do a third
Third what?
bomb?
Yeah, can I do a third bomb? I'm going to Oppenheimer them again.
I want to make sure there's no anime.
All right, guys, go ahead and tell us what delusional, twisted, awful things you would do with the time machine. And we'll catch you guys on
The flip side.
Flip side.
I let other people take the lead.
I'll put in the middle on this one. There was an experience where I was very much so disagree with this in the past, just how I acted.
Okay.
And then a couple of years ago, it was Christmas time, and we were doing a puzzle where we had to like figure out what the gift was. It was for a family vacation, and the puzzle was the location of it and what it was, right? And I was taking charge on it and just kind of like help direct and try to make things easier. Mm-hmm. And a comment was like, of course, Braden always taking charge. And that just like hit me. And I was like, okay. I mean, I guess I'll let other people take the lead first, and then I'll step in.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. You do it then.
Yeah. Yeah, bitch.